Hi, I am Johnny on the Spot, science reporter for the Real News Network, and today I'm being joined by
Professor Lizzie,
Professor Yeet,
and Inspector Home Run.
And we're the Teenage Super Sleuth.
Okay, and for all of you listening at home, Professor Lizzie looks an awful lot like Taylor Swift.
No.
Professor Yeats looks an awful lot like Ariana Grande, and Inspector Home Run looks an awful lot like who?
The other way around.
It's the other way around?
No, I look like Ariana Grande. She looks like Taylor Swift.
Okay,
and then he's
we're having
Adam
a little
Levine.
disagreement here in Adam Levine, but we'll be right back in a few minutes with some review of some of this cryptic information that they've sent me. Okay, this is Johnny on the Spot, science reporter for the Real News Network, and today we've got some very special guests. We have Professor Lizzie, we have Professor Yeats, and Inspector Home Run, and together they call themselves
The Teenage Super Sleuth.
Teenage Super Sleuths. But I think we got to work on that a little bit. But however, people have told me that Professor Yeats looks a little bit like Ariana Grande, right? and then Professor Lizzie looks like Taylor Swift, and then we've got Inspector Home Run looks like Adam Levine. Okay, but they sent me a new observation. They are doing all this science. By the way, they're having to do science in basically something that's almost like the Bat Cave. They have to do all this science in a hidden location because they're afraid of the FBI raiding their research. All right. Now, what they told me, and once again, this is really cryptic information. It says here that 3 millimeters equals the height of 2 pennies. Now, I don't know what that means, but I think we're going to find out. Now, the other one, and by the way, look at this. You can tell that they have PhDs because they use the metric system. Can you believe this? They're using millimeters. All right. Now, the other thing is acceleration of increase would be evidence that man is causing warming. Once again, I don't exactly know what that means, but they've got the PhDs. I don't. Okay? And then it would take 127,000 years to submerge the Empire State Building, which is 381 meters tall. So 127,000 years. Basically, that would be till the next ice age. All right, so let's go take a look at what information they send me are they talking about. Oh, wow. Okay, so what they're saying here is this, they've sent, now correct me if I'm wrong, but this says Battery, New York, which is Battery Park, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, that's where the bull is on Wall Street. So this is the south end of Manhattan Island, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have visited that place before.
Okay, and Inspector Home Run's been there. So this is meters over here. And then and what it says here is that this is the sea level trend of lower Manhattan, and it is increasing at 2.85 plus or minus 0.09 millimeters a year. Is that right?
Exactly.
Yes.
So wait a minute. This sounds really wild. What you're telling me is sea level is increasing the height of 2 pennies a year?
Yes.
So that's what you mean by it would take 127,000 years to flood the Empire State Building.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, now I'm putting the pieces of the puzzle together. So what I'm looking here is going back to 1850. This is the trend of sea level, and it looks to me like regardless of what the CO2 level was, that looks like a pretty linear trend. Now, when I say linear, that's a scientific term meaning basically straight, right?
Yeah.
It's not curved. So basically what you're telling me is, though, no matter what happened to the CO2 level, the trend remained the same?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and so so that's what you meant by acceleration would be evidence that CO2 is changing it. Because you don't see an acceleration, you can't blame CO2?
Yes, that's what we've been telling you.
Wow. And you know what's even more fascinating? If you got it a microscope, this is where we are today, right? But if you look at that level, we were at that same level all the way back here in 1960. So what you're telling me is on some days the sea level is literally the same level it was back in 1960?
Yeah,
Al Gore keeps telling me that we're going to flood Manhattan, but it looks like it's a big... I think he's misleading everybody. Do you?
Yeah, we've been telling you he's a
lying.
liar.
Well, Professor Yeats, how could that be? How could Al Gore get in every single classroom out there, tell everybody that they have to worry about New York
Well,
flooding?
our evidence is right.
This is irrefutable evidence. 1, there's no acceleration. 2, increasing at 3 millimeters per year, that's normal. And 3, it's nothing to be worried about, right?
Yeah.
Whew, wow, this is earth-shattering. Now, wait a minute. Once again, people can't find this kind of information out. This is the type of stuff that gets the CIA to raid your house, right? You can't be. I understand why you're doing this research in your secret lab now. So you want to go back and tell everybody that they should share this with people of the secret science society, but only trusted allies?
Yes, this is top secret information.
You can't let your teacher find out about this, right?
Yeah, no way.
I'm telling you, I'm scared that they're going to raid my house now. I mean, now that I know this information, they might come after me. All right, so let's like, share, subscribe, and comment, and make sure that you share this video with the most trusted ally.
Your trusted friend.
Only the most
No
trusted.
teachers.
No teachers.